Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a little project pan update. I kind of want to talk about where my project pan is heading in the next couple months, year, and also update you guys on the products I've been working on, obviously. I want to disclaim that my mic is having some issues right now, so I'm just using the camera mic, so I'm sorry if the sound quality isn't that great. I am also sitting with like direct sunlight, and so like if the sun goes in and out, I'm sorry about that as well. With that being said, let's just hop into it. So the first thing I want to mention is that I have lost my Ulta Beauty Juice Infused Lip Oil. I have no idea where it is. I'm assuming it's in one of my purses, but I don't have it with me right now, so I can't give an update on that, but I will be sure to mark it when I find it and update you in the next project pan update. And I feel like this happens quite a lot. Like my lip products go missing because I keep putting them in various pockets, and then I lose track of them. So I'm sorry about that. I'm assuming my progress is going to be relatively minimal just because I haven't found it, but I think my progress is going to be minimal in general, just because I did not wear as much makeup as I thought I would this past month. I was planning on using makeup like every day for the holidays since we had like a whole bunch of gatherings planned out, but then we were in Buffalo for Christmas and we got snowed in. There was a huge blizzard in Buffalo, if you didn't know. All the roads closed down, so we weren't able to actually go out and do a lot of things. We were stuck inside, and because of that, I didn't feel the need to put on makeup every day. And then we went to Chicago for New Year's, and I did wear makeup for that, but that was only like 2 days out of the entire weekend. So, or the entire past week. So there is some progress, not as much progress as I had hoped. Also, I am sorry for my bare face right now. I am feeling a little bit under the weather. It's that time of the month. I don't feel like amazing, and I honestly just didn't really feel like putting on makeup right now. But I had to film this video to make sure it went up for tomorrow. With that being said, let's get into the products that I do have with me. The first thing I want to talk about is the ABH brow pencil that I've been working through. I do think I'm still making good progress on this. Like, it is a lot shorter than I remember it being when I first started this project. I haven't been using this as much though. I feel like when I've been doing makeup, I've been using just like a brow gel, and that's obviously not for my full glam days, but for when I'm just like lounging around not doing much, I've just been using like a tinted brow gel. So probably not as much progress as I would hope on this. However, I still plan on having this in my project pan for the next couple months, and I will be using this up before moving on. Another not super exciting update is the e.l.f. powder bronzer. This is actually the primer infused bronzer in the shade Forever Sunkissed, and while I keep saying I'm gonna hit pan on this, I still have yet to hit pan on this, and the rings are so prominent. I feel like that specific middle, like that little dent in the middle is there and it's noticeable. So I'm hoping that within this next couple months I want to hit pan on this. I'm honestly getting a little bored with this bronzer. Not that it's a bad bronzer at all. I just, after doing my inventory and after realizing that I had 16 bronzers, unnecessarily I had 16 bronzers, I have been wanting to switch it up more. So once I hit pan on this, I think I'm gonna stop having a bronzer in my project pan and try and like rotate my way through the other bronzers that I have, because 16 is definitely excessive for just me. I'm hoping to hit pan on this soon. I feel like the rings keep getting bigger, but also like I just still haven't hit pan on it yet. So we will see how that goes. Not very exciting right now though, I know. The next product I want to talk about is my Kosas cloud set. I have pretty much broken the hinge on this. I don't even know how, because it was in my makeup bag, and when I went to Chicago it was pretty much shattered. So the hinge is like barely hanging on for its dear life. The like metal little pole that holds the hinge together has come out a couple times on specifically one side. So I'm trying to be like really careful with this powder, but it is gonna fall off soon, I know it. Regarding the powder itself, I feel like every time I look at this, I feel like the dome keeps getting more slanted just because of the way I put my brush in it. Like it was like a dome, right? And now this part is flat going down diagonally. So I feel like it keeps getting flatter as the days go on, which is good, but I don't think I'm gonna hit pan on this anytime soon, and I don't know if I want to. I have quite a few powders that I want to get through, or at least that I want to use, and I feel like I've been focusing all of my energy into this, which while I love this powder, I just want to make sure that I get a lot of use out of all of the items in my collection. So I don't know where my head is at in terms of this. Like I might switch it out in the next update. I might not. I'm not close to hitting pan on any of the powders I own right now, so even if I do switch it out, I'm not going to hit pan on anything else anytime soon. I am also starting to feel like a little bit bored of this though, and the packaging broke, so I don't love like carrying this around with me. I don't know where I'm planning on going with this, but for right now, like the update seems kind of minimal again. Maybe you can see a little bit different in the close-ups, but for now I think this is boring, as in not an exciting update. The next item I want to talk about is my Rose Inc cream blush. I feel like I haven't hit any of my goals for these products in the past couple months, couple updates, so I am starting to get a little bit frustrated because they all seem like so close and I just haven't gotten there yet. So as for this one, I feel like the dent is very, very close. I am extremely hopeful that I will hit pan on this in this upcoming month. We shall see. I also forgot to bring my glasses here, or my contacts here. This is my boyfriend's place, so I don't know if I will be wearing makeup in the next couple days just because the glasses, things get messy. So I will plan on using this. However, it do be hard when you're wearing glasses. Like I said though, like you can probably see the dent is there. The dent in there is pretty extreme. I love the color of this. I think it is super pretty. And I use this every time I do my makeup. So I'm hoping that within a month, I should be able to hit pan on it. I'm like 80% confident I will hit pan on this in the next month. The next update that's not super exciting, I forgot to mark this, but I will right after I finish filming. This is the Milk Makeup Hydrogrip Primer. Ooh. I would say the amount of product in here is like right at the top of this part of the M, if that makes sense. You might not even be able to see that on camera, but I have made a lot of progress since the last marking. Like where my nail ends is kind of where the product is. Yeah, I still really only use this when I have places to go, but I've been trying to put more of an effort onto just using the makeup and not like waiting around for a special occasion. So I feel like this is pretty good progress. I think I could finish this within the month or maybe next month. Today's exciting replacement is actually the concealer. I finished up the Kosas Revealer Concealer. I've scraped the sides as much as I possibly can, and there's not a lot of product coming out anymore, so I'm calling that done. What I have to replace that is the NYX Bear With Me Serum Concealer. This one is in the shade Golden. I actually have two shades of this. I have beige and golden. This one is a little bit darker and a little bit more like yellow toned than beige. So I like this concealer. It's maybe a little too yellow for me. Like I think it works when I'm more tanned than I am now, but I'm pretty much at my palest right now. So it's a little bit dark for me when I'm pale. However, The formula is super nice. I can make it work. I plan on using this as a concealer and a foundation when I don't feel like putting on like a full-on foundation. So I feel like I can work my way through this. I also like the packaging because it like physically shows you how much you have left, and like it's the type of packaging that like pushes the product up into the squeeze, the nozzle, whatever. So I'm hoping that you will see a lot of progress on this next month. I am fairly confident I could finish this in at least half a year. I feel like I could finish this in half a year if I really tried to. I may be 100% overshooting that. This is me trying to force myself to use this. Since I do have 2 shades of this, I don't really mind using this like all over. I don't think I need 2 shades of the formula, and I'd rather just have 1. So this is something that I want to use up as quickly as possible. That is pretty much it for the update portion, but I kind of wanted to touch on project panning in general. I just have this slight, very slight, not qualm, like it's not a bad thing, it's just I want to try and use more of my collection, because I feel like with Project Pan I'm focusing so heavily on these specific makeup products that I am not really giving myself room to play with other products I have in my collection. So I think I might start a shop my stash like series where I can use different products that kind of combine with these in a way that is like flattering. So like pretty much every product that I don't have in the Project Pan, I want to add like a complementary product that I could get a lot of use out of, but like switch those up relatively often, maybe even monthly. For example, I have the Rose Ink Cream Blush in my Project Pan, but I think I want to start a shop my stash where I shop my stash for a powder blush, which I currently have in my makeup bag right now. This is Persona Bubble. Obviously like a very stunning blush. I use this a lot. It doesn't necessarily go, like the tones don't necessarily go with this blush, but I think it's nice to have that versatility, and I think that by doing a shop my stash as well as a Project Pan, I can still make my way through a lot of products that I'm focusing on, but also give love to a lot of my other makeup products, because I do have quite a lot, and I definitely want to make sure that I'm giving all of them love. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know logistically how that's gonna work yet. I don't know if I'm gonna make separate videos about it, because I feel like that's not as fun of a video. Like I don't think that's enough for like a long-term video, or at least the way that I'm thinking of it. I don't want it to be like a long form video, so I think I might do like a monthly Instagram reel / TikTok of my shop my stash instead. I do have an Instagram and TikTok which I post more frequently on. I try to post on there 3 times a week, whereas I try to post on YouTube 1 time a week. So I think that might be the move, and just start planning like a shop my stash reel for the month. I'm open to suggestions though, so if you have any ideas of how you think this should work, if you are doing something similar, please let me know. I'd really like to see how you guys are going about that. But I wanted to show you guys what I have in my project, or not my Project Pan. I want to show you guys what I have in my shop my stash right now, just because I'm already here, I'm already talking about it. So these are the main items I want to talk about. Like I said, I have the blush, the Persona blush in Bubble. I also have the Charlotte Tilbury, the Super Nudes Easy Eye palette. This is just a very neutral palette with all mattes, but I think it's very pretty for the type of vibe that I'm going for. I also have the e.l.f. glitter eyeshadow in Flirty Birdie for when I want to spice things up a little bit. I have the Hamish Artless Glow Base. This also has SPF 50, so I've been using this kind of on days where I don't want to wear a lot of makeup, but I do want like hydration. So I've been using this as just a sunscreen and as a primer as well. For a base, I've been choosing the Fenty Beauty Ease Drops in the shade 9. Excited to use this a little bit more. And the last thing I have in my Shop My Stash for this rotation is the Cosmetics So Soft Stick in Terra, just to add a little bit more of a contour shade into my life right now. With that being said, I think that's the end of the video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I didn't introduce myself at the beginning of the video, which I always forget. So, hi, I'm Vivian. I'm a robotics engineer with a love for all things beauty and makeup related. And if you're new here, please like and subscribe if you aren't already. I'd love to see you. I'd love to have you. I think one of my goals this year is to reach 1,000 subscribers. So I'm hoping that I can do that, and I would love it if you guys helped me reach that goal. With that being said, thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!